naglalakad ako, sabi ko, Lord, wala pa akong boyfriend ngayon, sabi ko ganun. Natatawa ako sa sarili ko. Kasi nung time na yun, talaga na-realize ko na masarap maging free. So, nung time na yun, sabi ko, Lord, pagbibigyan niyo po ako ng makakasama sa buhay. Sana po yung maayos, yung mabait, yung hindi ako sasaktan, o hindi ako i-abuse. Pero kung wala naman din po, Lord, na matino, huwag na lang po. Kasi kaya ko naman po mag-isa. Mag-aalaga na lang po ako ng aso.
She came to my room. I offered to sleep on the couch. Am I wrong? Do I lie?
I'm just being nice.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Rankins channel. So good to be with you guys. We haven't done a vlog like this in quite some time, so we thought we would just hang out with you guys for a little while, and do a little blogging and tell you a little bit about what's our topic tonight?
Our love story. Because many followers already and subscribers are requesting this for a long time, and then we trying to prepare a good one. That's why it takes a while. That's why we would just do it today.
Yeah. So what we're going to do today is we're going to tell you how we met. We're going to tell you about how we got married. Yeah. And we're going to go all the way to our life that we have right now.
Yeah. So when it all started.
When it all started, and it's not ended, only started, okay? That's that song about the Carpenters, We've Only Just Begun.
We'd only just begun.
Yes, that's exactly right. So anyway, we thought we would do this vlog today. We're also part of a group in YouTube or Facebook, Filipinos married to Americans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we thought this might be good for us to share our story with them as well. So guys, we hope you enjoyed this, and just hang in there with us. It's a pretty interesting story. So I'll get started.
Yeah, but before, we like to remind you guys,
click here.
Don't forget.
Please click on our subscribe button.
We also have Rankins page, FB page, Facebook page. Please follow our page.
Yeah, follow our Facebook page, and like she said, don't forget to click here for the subscribe, and also click the bell so you get for future notifications of our next posts and blogs.
And we have also WeChat page.
Yes.
We have already.
We do, absolutely. So anyway, we'll get started. So I'll start.
Okay.
Is that okay? So back in 2013, my company that I work for here in Houston bought another company in Houston, which had a subsidiary office in Shanghai, China. So after we had made the purchase and the acquisition, my boss came to me and said, "Hey, Dwayne, I would like for you and one of my colleagues, David Frederickson." By the way, David, if you're watching this, shout out to you, buddy. Not only just a colleague, a really good friend of mine, asked us if we would mind going to the new office that we had just purchased in Shanghai and find out what their capabilities were related to the group that I work in. So I never thought in my whole life, I mean, growing up as a little boy, growing up all through school and in my career, never thought in my entire life that I would get an opportunity to go to China.
Yeah, to travel everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, traveling, I did, but I never thought that China would be one of the destinations that I would be able to go to because, you know, the history and also, not to get into all that, but So we had an opportunity to go. So the new office that was purchased was in Shanghai. So in 2013, me and my colleague went to Shanghai, and it was really quite an experience. We flew into Pudong International Airport, and we stayed at the Holiday Inn Hotel in Pudong. If you don't know anything about Shanghai, Pudong and Puxi, there's two different sections. One is on one side of the river, and the other one's on the other side of the river. So we stayed in Pudong, which is the new district or the new area, and we stayed at the Holiday Inn Hotel. Well, while we're there, I went down and saw a Filipino band playing at Flanagan's, which was the Irish bar downstairs. And while I was down there, I got to meet Apple.
Apple Perez, something like that. Yeah.
She
Balot in short. Her
Yeah.
nickname is Balot.
Yeah. Meet them, and who else was in the band at the time? The bass
Ado,
player.
Ado.
Ado.
Yeah.
Ado, the bass player.
No,
Shout
he's
out.
a lead guitarist that time.
Yeah, at that time, he plays everything. If you know anything about Filipino musicians, if they pick up an instrument, they can play it, and they can usually play all of them very good.
Yeah.
So Ado was there, and so I got to meet them, and we ended up leaving. But before we left, there was a hotel across the street that I thought had some pretty cool Chinese writing on it. I knew nothing about China, but I thought, this hotel's pretty cool. So I think that I'll take some pictures of it. So I took a picture of it, and I posted it on my page, my homepage, on my timeline in Facebook. So fast forward now.
So if you will think in timeline, in our page, FB page timeline, you always think something special, like your house, your family, your dog, your pets, everything that's special to you, you will put on your timeline.
Correct.
But this guy, he put that hotel in his timeline, which is what is all about that.
Yeah.
And if you will think, guys, napakaraming hotels at magagandang places sa Shanghai, which is that hotel is nothing. The view is nothing compared to Shanghai Tower, Pearl Tower, the Bund.
Yeah.
But he posted that hotel in his timeline way back 2013.
Yeah. So and the only hotel at the Holiday Inn, that hotel was the view that I had was right there. And I said, that's pretty cool. Let me just take a picture of that. There were a lot of other things that we saw that I could have posted, but I posted that hotel on my timeline. So, fast forward.
By the way, 2013, I still have boyfriend that time. And you?
I don't remember. I don't remember if I'm divorced or still married, or I don't remember. I don't even actually remember. I really don't remember.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think at that time that I was married. I think that I had just gone through a divorce and was single at the time. So anyway, that's a whole nother story. That's another long blog. We won't get into that one right now.
Okay.
But anyway, what the deal is that we came back. We did the assessment. I came back and then never had another opportunity. Didn't know if I would ever go back to China again or not. But then,
fast forward,
in 2015.
let me tell me my story.
You tell your side now.
So way back 2015, I have a lot of struggles. Oh, I don't wanna cry.
It's okay, babe.
In my life, 2015. Actually started 2014 December to 2015. What month is that?
Was June, July? June?
Yeah, something that
Yeah.
everything's changed when I met him. So I lost my job.
By the way, her job was singing.
Yeah, I'm a singer, and then I lost my job because of the relationship I have that time, he got problem. You know, I don't want to talk about that anymore. So, in short, we get separated. But I experienced a lot of things that you will say, just say harassment. But, oh my God.
It's okay.
So, I left my job, problem with my ex, okay. So, I choose to transfer to a new job, which is very hard for us as a musician in China to just transfer to a job. And then, yung boss namin, sabi niya, "Oh, Jerilyn, you will transfer other job. You find other job. I will not cut your visa." Because in China, if you finish to one job, they will cut your visa. They will not let you use the visa that you have and then use to the other job. So, they don't cut the visa and then let me to find another job that time, which is very hard. So, me and Ate Aya and my best friend, we work in that place, which is, hindi ko alam kung tatagal pa kasi sobrang hina ng bar. So, that time sa bar ako nagtatrabaho, kumakanta kami. So, after 2 months, we know that it will not take long because we feel that the business is not good. So, that time, kailangan kong maghanap ng trabaho. In short, kailangan kong maghanap ng better contract. And I have my dog that time. So, I have a lot of calls, and then suddenly there's a call from Guangzhou, China. I think Chimelong Hotel. And then they said I have 2 jobs. And then I said, wow, it's good. I can save money because I have 2 jobs. And then they accept my dog that my dog, he can go with me. So they said that I will sing in the morning and then I will sing in the evening. So I was so happy about that. We are band. And then tapos nung time na yon, nag-impake na ako eh. So yung kay Chow, yung aso ko si Chow, inayos ko na yung papeles niya para makapunta kami ng Guangzhou. So everything is okay. So, and then suddenly, parang tumatagal yung call sa akin na bumalik, I'm sorry, na pumunta doon. So, I called them, they said, oh, it need to wait 1 week. Okay, I wait 1 week. So, kasi nahiya na ako dun sa amo ko. Doon kami nakatira kasi sa amo ko eh, yung si Lily. So, that time, papaalisin na ako nun kasi kailangan ko talagang umalis na. Wala rin naman ako malipatan kasi may aso ko. Walang basta tatanggap sa akin na kahit kaibigan na, ay, pakikitira ako sa inyo, dadalhin yung aso ko. Hindi ganun kadali yun eh. So, kailangan ko talaga kumahanap ng trabaho at makakuha ng matutiran. So, nung time na yun, so wala na akong trabaho nun, nagpa-part-time ako as a singer, yung arawan niya sweldo sa isang bar. I forgot the name of that bar. But, yun yung ako. So thank you Lord pa rin kasi meron pa rin akong trabaho that time eh. Kasi kung yung iba, hindi naman nakakuha kaagad-agad. So, yung sa Guangzhou, almost 2 weeks na. 2 weeks. Sabi nila, oh wait lang, may inaayos, ganyan-ganyan. Siguro si Lord na rin yung gumawa ng paraan para hindi ako tumuloy dun. Kasi, nalaman ko na lang nitong banda-banda ang huli na, so it's not a good booking. So, itong kaibigan kong si Red at saka si Cathy, hi pala sa inyo dalawa. Yeah, Cat,
and Torsten.
Yeah, and then Red. And Kuya Cesar, Kabalong nga ba? Basta, Kabalonga. Naghahanap siya ng singer na kakanta kasama niya. Kasi si Cathy, kailangan niya magpahinga. Kasi pinagpapahinga na siya ng asawa niya para magkanta. So, they called me and then they said, Be, bakit hindi ka mag-audition? And that time, I'm gaining little weight because of the stress. And actually, tabain talaga ako. So, hindi ako confident kasi si Kat sobrang sexy niya, baka hindi ako matanggap. Pero, dahil kinulit nga ako ng kinulit ni Red, which is, I'm very thankful. Kinulit niya ako ng kinulit. Pumunta ako sa audition. Which is, nung time na yun, yung araw na mismo na yun, nagdesisyon ako na pupunta ako. Kasi wala nga akong trabaho nun. Nung pumunta ako dun sa hotel na yun, sa Shanghai, kasi nung time na nasa Suzhou ko, which is, magte-train ka papuntang Shanghai, which is 30 minutes train. Tapos, sabi ko, okay, tutuloy ako. I take the audition, guys. Ito yung pinakang quick audition na naranasan ko sa buong buhay ko. Kumakanta ako since when I was 18 years old. Guys, nasa kalahatian pa lang ko ng kanta. Approved na agad. I'm like, nasa kalahatian pa lang, how long you want to work here? Yun ang sabi sa akin nung FMB and tsaka nung agent ko nun. So, I grabbed the opportunities. Yung sa Guangzhou, hindi ko na tinuloy. So, after few days, kaya ako na lumipat sa Shanghai with my dog. And then, buti na lang na inoperan ako ni Ate ni Reg at saka ni Kuya Dari ng room na pwede kong i-rent. Kasi, nung time na yon hindi kami nakatira sa hotel. Parang mas green up ko na lang mag-apartment. Kasi gawa ng ni aso ko eh. So, yun. So, nag-room for rent na lang ako. So, June 25, right? Guys, mapakabilis nito. Ay, wait. Bago ako lumipat ng Shanghai, during na nagtatrabaho pa pala ako doon sa Whiskey Jack, naglalakad ako, sabi ko, Lord, wala pa akong boyfriend ngayon, sabi ko ganun. Natatawa ako sa sarili ko. Kasi nung time na yun, talaga na-realize ko na masarap maging free. So, nung time na yun, sabi ko, Lord, pagbibigyan niyo po ako ng makakasama sa buhay. Sana po yung maayos, yung mabait, yung hindi ako sasaktan o hindi ako i-abuse. Pero kung wala naman din po, Lord, na matino, huwag na lang po. Kasi kaya ko naman po mag-isa. Mag-aalaga na lang po ako ng aso. So, that's what I said. Yun yung pinagpe-pray ko talaga sa kanya. So, ano ba yan? So, yun nga. So, June 25, bumunta na nga ako ng Shanghai. That is the first day na nagtrabaho din ako. June 25 din. Tama, June 25 din. So, first day in Hongta Hotel. Natapos kami na maaga, which is, natatapos kami doon mga 10 p.m. lang. 6:30 start na kami, 10 p.m. Tapos na. So, dun sa kabilang hotel, sa tapat nung hotel na yon, ay yung unang-una kong pinagtrabahuhan nung ako'y bago pa lang sa China. Which is Holiday Inn Hotel Flanagan's bar. Pero nasa loob siya ng Holiday Inn Hotel. So, pumunta ako doon kasi may mga kaibigan ko nga nandoon. Si Apple, para makapag-release pa ng konting stress. Apple, kasama ko tong aking keyboardista si Kuya Cesar. So, we go there and then say hi. And that time...
So, let me tell my part of the story now. So since 2013 to 2015, about 3 months, I would guess sometime around March, maybe earlier, maybe February, my boss came to me and said, hey, we need to put an expat in Shanghai at the office. And he asked me who I knew that would be willing to go to Shanghai. So I didn't know anybody right away, but I had a couple of contacts. And one of my acquaintances, Welton Whitley, agreed. We met with him. He was working with another company at the time. He agreed to go to Shanghai. After we worked everything out with the negotiations, got him on board, kind of transitioned into the role that he would be in Shanghai. It was my job to take him and his wife to go with them to Shanghai to acclimate him to the office and help them get their feet on the ground. Of course, I didn't know a lot about Shanghai anyway, but I knew a lot about the office, and I knew how to get him acclimated there, and then the HR there and all would take care of him. So I think it was either my second or third day at the Holiday Inn again. I went downstairs to Flanagan's. At this time, Welton and his wife were trying to figure out where they were going to stay and all that stuff. So I was kind of in the evenings, I was kind of alone. So I said, hey, let me go down to Flanagan's and see who's down there, because I hadn't been there in 2 years. So I didn't know if the same people would be there or not. Well, I went down there, and sure enough, there's Apple. Apple's there, and she's like, hey, I remember you. Which is really strange, because I only saw her like 2 nights singing there at the bar. But obviously she has a good memory. So anyway, I hung out with the band, and then I guess maybe about 11 o'clock.
10:30.
10:30, well, a little after 10:30, I'm kind of hanging out with the band. This one and her keyboardist, Kuya Caesar, they came from across the street at the Hampton. Now, what's really interesting about this whole story, remember, the whole part of the story she just said is that, if in English, I'll make it very short, she had an opportunity to go to Guangzhou or Shanghai. And things weren't working out in Guangzhou, so she came to Shanghai. She arrived in Shanghai basically the exact same time I did. I arrived there not knowing that I would ever come back there again. She started working at the hotel that I had took a picture of outside my window of the Holiday Inn, called the Hongta Hotel, which was right across the street from the Holiday Inn where we were staying. When she came in, the first night she came in, and I looked at her and I'm like, oh, she's nice. And then we started talking after that, but I had no idea. I mean, that's just crazy. Think about it. I haven't been in Shanghai since 2013. What are the odds that I'm going to come back 2 days before she starts working at the hotel across the street, that I took a picture of that hotel and posted it on my timeline?
Way back December 2013.
December 2013. I mean, the odds are crazy. I always say this: God makes no mistakes.
2 years ago,
Yeah.
before we met.
We met, yeah.
The first day that I worked in that hotel.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anyway, I'm in Flanagan's. She comes in, and when she came over, I saw her, and I'm like, wow. This is a nice looking girl, you know? So I asked Apple.
Way back that time.
I was shy.
I'm not as fat.
So I told Apple, I said, Apple,
I'm happy you still love me until now.
I said, Apple, who's that? She said, oh, that's my friend Jeremy. She just started working across the street with Caesar, and I met Caesar. So I met them for the first time. And we didn't start like talking right away. It was like small talk, okay? Because when she came over, if you know anything about Asians, not just Filipinos, but Chinese also, and most Asians, if they have a cell phone, if there's free time, they're always on the phone doing something.
Yeah.
Texting, messaging, Facebook, YouTube, whatever the case may be, which is okay. So I told Apple, I said, you know, I really would like to know your friend a little bit more. So her and I started.
Yeah, I just say hi to him. Like, hi. And that's all. And then, oh, where do you work, like that? And then we finished the conversation.
Yeah. It was short conversation.
Yeah, and
but
then,
I was shy.
Yeah, he was so shy. And I'm not thinking anything also that time. And I really saw that he's a very nice guy. He's very nice to the Filipino friends. He's very nice. That's what I observed. But that time, I'm not really thinking that, oh, like that. No.
So, I mean, look at me. Would you think, ooh?
And you thought that Kuya.
I thought her keyboard player and her were together. I actually thought that maybe they
That's
were
why
married
he's
or
so
something.
shy. Also.
But no, it's not just that. Now I've also learned that in China, many of the musicians are together. The ones, because they're couples. We have some very good friends. By the way, P. Dot and April, shout out to you guys, man. We miss y'all. Some of our very, very close friends, like P. Dot and April, they've been together for a long time, and they're a team musician, a keyboard player. Actually, P. Dot can play anything, and April's a wonderful singer.
Yeah.
But they go from hotel to hotel, and they're together. So I thought that her and Caesar were together, but
No,
I was glad to find out that they weren't.
Yeah, I think you found out
Like a couple of days later.
after 2 days.
Yeah, two or 3 days later, I finally found out.
So in short, every night we saw each other because I always go there.
Yeah.
And he always and then I jump in the band, and then I sing the song Me and Bobby McGee.
She can sing. When I heard her sing Janis Joplin, Me and Bobby McGee, I'm like sold. I love this girl
because of the song.
Yeah, I was
He
developing.
was like, oh my goodness, and then he's
I was developing.
giving me a tip that time, and I was no, I will not accept that one. And then I think he was like, oh really? Wow. He was so amazed. And then I just
Yeah, because it's not like Filipina musician not to accept a tip. You know.
But and then after
But Apple and the rest of the band were making plenty of tip from me.
that time.
Yeah.
So we met June 25.
Yeah,
Okay.
June 25.
So fast forward.
Fast forward, like she said, fast forward to
July 1.
July 1. So I'm leaving, I think July 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So July 3rd, I'm getting on a plane and I'm going back to Houston.
Yeah.
So July 1, we're at Flanagan's.
Yes.
After they got off of work from across the street, they came to Flanagan's, and so that was after Flanagan's closed. She and Apple and all of them said, hey, let's go to another bar called the Office Bar.
Yeah, we go there.
And so I said, because I don't know.
But that time, I'm kind of interested already with him because they said that he is divorced. So, and then I know, I have a good, like my brother said, I have eight senses.
Yeah.
So I know that he likes me. And then I feel that he's a nice guy. And then, just like, let's give it a try, like that. So we're going to the office, and
I asked Apple.
I sit beside him in the taxi, and then there's like, what is that?
No, but first,
Holding
wait. Let me back up just a little bit. Just same night. So Apple says, let's all go to the office. Now, we've all been having a few drinks, and I asked Apple, how am I going to get back to the Holiday Inn? And she said, don't worry, Geraldine will take care of you.
Yeah, because my motorcycle is in the hotel. Because I ride the motorcycle because the taxi is very expensive. So it's not all about, So Apple always talks something that is like,
Yeah.
naughty.
But I'm not thinking about the motorcycle. I'm thinking, oh, okay, good.
Yeah, because my motorcycle's in the garage of the Holiday Inn hotel. So, and then we in the hotel, we're in the
We're in the office car.
we're in the in the taxi, and then he started to hold me like in my hand like that, and then okay, and then that's all start in the
That's how
office.
it started.
So okay, that night, you know naman tayo mga bata, we're not minors anymore.
No.
So something happened, and then
Wait, let me say this. We went back to the hotel, to the Holiday Inn, and she came to my room. I offered to sleep on the couch. Am I wrong? Do I lie?
yeah, I'm just being nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I offered to sleep on the couch.
Okay. And then after that, and then when we wake up in the morning, and then he asked me, "Do you need something? Do you need anything?" Like he's offering me money, and I was saying to him, "I don't need anything. I have a job." And then I saw him crying, like
I felt bad because I didn't want to hurt her feelings and make her think that I was thinking the wrong thing about her.
and then and so we date, we go out, we do Tolis and everything and everybody.
Yeah.
So
We had a good time.
So we date June 2 to June 3. And you left June 4?
June 4.
Yeah. So that time he's supposed to come back about after like
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah, I'm supposed to come back to China again. I told her, I said, look, I'll be back in China again probably in 2.5 months, because part of my job was to come back and make sure that everything was going okay with the expat that we had placed there, and see if he needed anything or what kind of support was available, what kind of support he needed. So I knew that I would be back in about 2.5 months.
So when he said that, okay, and I'm not really not sure that time, because he will come back after 2 months, and maybe he will not come back. I was a singer for a long time. There's a lot of people that I know happen that they will say that their boyfriend will come back.
They'll come back and they never do.
Come back. Yeah, and then suddenly they said that they're divorced, but they're not divorced.
But they're not divorced.
So I'm not hoping at that time. Like I'm not hoping that he will come back. I really like him, but he's still continue contact me everything that he will do.
Yeah.
Like I'm here, I arrive, I'm the airport, I call you, I just finish work, like every day. So we still continue talking, and then supposedly he will come back after 2 months, and then.
So I had a client call me that said, "Hey, Dwayne, we need some help in China. We need someone that can go do some supplier evaluations for some work that we're going to place there. And in fact, I'd like you to do the pre-inspection meeting for the work that we're going to do there. Or I'd like somebody to go." And I said, "I'm your guy. I'm going to go." So after what, babe? 10 days? 10 days. 10 days later, I'm back in China.
After 10 days, guys. Parang umihi lang siya sa Amerika. Ganon.
Unbelievable.
So he come back. And then, he stay in the hotel where I'm working.
Yeah. Then I said, okay, I will not stay at the Holiday Inn. I will stay at the hotel
so he
where
will
she's
see
working.
me every time.
Yeah. Every night. Every evening. Every day. We're together every day. And we're together every night. And we're going to different places, seeing different people, meeting different ones of her friends that she knows, because as a singer in China, or as a Filipina singer who's traveled a lot from place to place, she has a lot of singer friends. So it's pretty cool. So back at that time, there was no worries about anything in China. So we I got to see a lot of different Filipino musicians and singers working in China at various different clubs and bars. It was very cool. I got to meet a lot of different Filipino musicians. By the way, I will say this. I think Filipino musicians are the greatest. They're the most versatile. We had a great time. We got to meet tons of her friends.
So we enjoy. We have a good time.
We had a really good time. For about what, maybe
15 days.
Yeah, 15 days.
15 days, guys. 15 days. And then suddenly there is one customer that always staring at me, looking at me every night, like going around.
Yeah.
And then you tell.
Yeah. So he would continue to look at her, go around, sit down here, sit down there, look at her, and actually he worked with my same company, and I didn't know. I work for a big company. We have over 60,000 employees worldwide. So actually I got to know him, and I told him that.
No, he asked you first that.
Yeah, he said, "Who is?
You know?
Do you know the band? Do you know the girl?" And I said, "Yeah, I know the band, and the girl is my fiance." I had not even asked her to marry me. I had nothing like that. But I told him, I said, "Yeah, she's my fiance," because that was the only thing I could think of to keep him from, continuing to look at her and stuff like that. I'm not a jealous guy, but I thought, you know what, let me just nip this in the bud. So I told him that she was my fiance.
But that night he told me also.
Yeah.
And then he told me that he told me the story, and then he said, "Oh, I said this, I said this, I said this," and I said, "Really, you said that?" And then he said, If I propose to you, you will say yes." And I was like, "Really? You don't even have a ring?" And then he said, "Oh, I don't want to buy a ring, and then I will return because
Exactly.
you say no."
So I told her, I said, "What do you think what if I did ask you to marry me? What would you say?" And she says, "You don't even have a ring." I said, "Well, that's why I'm asking you now what you would say, because I don't want to buy a ring unless you're going to say yes." I know. Sorry, I shouldn't do it like that, but I've been down this road before, okay?
And and then he asked me like that, and then he said, "You talk to Kuya Cesar."
Yeah.
And I thought he was just joking.
So we went to so we were hanging out with her piano player, keyboard player, Cesar. So one night we went a couple of nights, many times, to the Blue Marlin, and the Blue Marlin Club, and the one where Dottie and Regs were playing.
Yeah, it's a barbecue. Hot pot barbecue.
Hot pot in China is so wonderful.
Yeah.
So we went there, and I took Caesar outside, and I said, "Tell me the story about this girl, because I'm really thinking I'm invested in this, and I want to make sure that this is good." And Caesar told me, he said, "This girl is a good girl. She's not like some of the other Filipinas that you might see or know. This one is a good girl."
He wants to make sure that what he feels is right.
Yeah.
That he think that I'm good. And
like I said, I've been down this road before. So I was kind of hedging my bet a little bit. So Caesar, after I talked to him, I felt more confident about what I was thinking already. So
and then you go home.
I went home. Yeah, that's right. I went back to the U.S. But when I went back to the U.S., we were talking on the phone.
Yeah, we're talking
a
on
lot.
the phone.
And one of the things she told me, she says, "I want you." So when we're talking one night, she says, "Can you show me your divorce certificate?"
No. Before he come back. Yeah. Before he come back. That time that you come back July 16.
Yeah.
The time that he go home July 4, and he wants me, and he still want to talk to me. I said, wait. I want to make sure. If you really love me, if you really want me, send the scan copy of your divorce paper, because I don't want to continue shit. So
what I do?
the next day, he sent to me the divorce paper, and I was like, okay, we're okay.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm not dealing with,
Yeah, because it happens a lot in overseas, especially with expats and overseas travel with relationships, people making promises and not keeping them, saying they're going to do things and they don't do them. And sometimes, I mean, even dating different ones for long periods of time and then just go away. Never, no closure, no goodbye, no nothing. So I'm sure she wanted to make sure that wasn't the case, and I was happy to supply her with the papers that she was looking for.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway, I went back to the U.S. after being with her for we were there for 3 weeks? I was 3 weeks there. Yeah. So I went back to the U.S. and it was coming up on my time to come back to visit on my normal schedule. So we had already talked about some things.
Yeah.
And I bought a ring. I got my suit and got my birth certificate and everything. So when I got to China,
He set a date.
I set a date to propose, and we went to a really one of our favorite places.
We went to the restaurant, the first restaurant that we did.
Yeah, the first nice restaurant that we went to.
Yeah, with Kuya Tolitz and Mean.
So. And the place is called Lost Heaven.
It's very good, very fine. I mean, very good restaurant. They have very good food and
Excellent.
Very good ambience.
Excellent. And in fact, they serve one of maybe my favorite drink in the world, called the Thai Z.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonderful.
You cannot see that one in YouTube.
No, you won't. You can't even find the recipe for that one anywhere.
That is their
I've looked.
Private drink.
So I brought a group of her friends together, and we went there, and
we
ate, and then after we ate, we went to the upstairs bar, and they have a big, nice outside bar. And we were out there, and I told her, I said, I have something I want to ask you.
Yeah.
So I got her up on this pedestal, and I got down on one knee, and I asked her if she would marry me.
Yeah.
And I had the ring, and she said, thank God she said yes. So we went and celebrated that night at the Blue Marlin.
Yeah.
In Thumb Plaza.
Yeah.
And then I told her, I said, but I will not marry you unless I get your parents' permission. So I booked plane tickets.
Yes. After a few days, wait. He proposed to me September 6th,
Yes.
2015. If you will think, guys, we just met June 25, 2015, and he proposed to me.
2 months.
And he proposed
But when you know it's right, it's right.
September 6, 2015. And then we go home September 11. We go home to Philippines September 11, 2015.
That's right.
To ask my hand.
Ask her mom and dad if I could marry their daughter.
Yes. Okay.
First time I've ever been to the Philippines.
That time is we celebrate to the birthday of my mom.
Yeah.
But it's a surprise that
She doesn't know that we're coming.
Okay.
Some know that we're there, but she doesn't know we're coming. So when we flew to Manila, and we stayed at the Intercontinental Hotel in Manila, and we stayed in the Philippines for 3 or 4 days.
Yes.
Yeah. So she called her mom that morning. We're in the hotel at the Intercontinental in Manila. She called her mom like she's still in China.
Yeah.
So
I'm pretending na nasa China pa kami. So,
yeah.
Nasa China kami. We're not in the Philippines.
We're not in the Philippines.
We talked to Donna and Don. They prepare everything.
Absolutely. They did a good job too.
Yeah.
So we got a ride from Manila to Tanay,
yeah.
where her home is, and we surprised them.
Yeah, and then everybody's happy. They
Yeah.
had rain.
Yeah.
So, in short, he got my hand to my parents.
Yep.
And then we go home to China.
Yeah.
We
went back to China.
September 14 or September, September
14.
Yeah,
and then we went to we went to go get the Chinese marriage license, or to go find out what we need to do for the...
No.
We'd already done that.
We already done that before.
We already had the
we
papers.
go home Philippines.
Yeah.
Everything is right now.
We had everything set
Actually,
up
guys,
already.
that time, after he proposed to me, we went to the civil to get all the papers and US
That's right.
Embassy and then Philippine Embassy. So we finished everything. And then when we are in the civil place in China, so when they give us the paper that, oh, we can get married, they're asking us, we're wearing shorts, guys. We're wearing shorts. And then they're asking us,
Yes.
do you want to get married now? Get married now? And I was like, we're looking at each other, no,
No, not yet. So once we got the papers, they said, so are you ready? You want to get married now? No, wait. No,
It
not
only
now.
costs 20 RMB.
Yeah.
20 RMB, you can get married.
So we said, no. So we set a date and a time with them. It was September 16th.
Yeah.
Like 10:30 in the morning or something like that. By the way, September 16th is my birthday, so I'll never forget our anniversary.
Our anniversary.
Yeah.
We get married on his
She's
birthday.
my birthday present. So we came back and we got some of our friends together and we said, hey, look, we're getting married September 16th, 10:30 in the morning. You need to be there.
We asked our friend Carlo and Brenda to take us picture.
Yeah, take pictures.
Our wedding is very simple, guys.
Very simple.
Very simple.
Very simple.
Nothing's fancy that time. We call Uber to pick me up.
Yeah.
We just use Uber.
Yeah.
That time. It's
So
Uber.
me and Caesar, who is with me, and Carlo and Brenda are already there already.
Yana,
We're all waiting,
John.
and she's not there yet. So we're waiting for her to come. She looked beautiful, guys, when she got there. It was a very simple wedding dress. I just wore a suit.
But guys, my wedding gown is only cost 1,000 pesos.
Yeah.
I don't spend too much.
Yeah. And we're just as married as anyone else is. Okay.
Yeah.
So we got married. We got married in Shanghai at the Civil, and it was really interesting because the wedding lasted. The actual ceremony that the Chinese guy did lasted about 3 minutes.
No, it's still, what's...
Huh?
1 minute.
I said 3
like
to
what
be
I
nice.
said to my story, I said to my friends, there's like, putting my eyebrows more longer than our wedding.
Yeah. Exactly. But anyway, we got married. We got our little red books with our certificate.
Yes.
And then the next day, we went to the Philippine consulate and got all of your papers started for changing your passport and your alias and all of that. The Sinamar.
Yes, and change everything to my name. At the next day, that after we get married, the next day we process everything. Yeah.
So then I had to, unfortunately, LDR. We had to have a long distance relationship because I had to come back to the States.
We got married, and then after 3 days,
I had to come
I don't
back.
have husband. He flew to here in America.
Yeah.
But guys, everything. That's what we call everything is destiny.
Destiny.
Guys, he also take note, guys. He go to Shanghai or where kahit nasan ako. He go there. He go every month just to see me from America. He made his promise.
Yeah, I made her a promise. I said, look, until you come back to the U.S., till I can get you back to the U.S., I will see you every month.
Sometimes twice in a month.
I will find a way to see you every month. And I kept my word. I wanted to make sure I kept my word.
So, in short, everything about us is
Destiny.
It's destiny.
I'm going to say this. If you ask, God will give you the desires of your heart. And sometimes the things that you don't even ask for, He already knows what you need. So, anyway, that's kind of our story.
Guys, some people, they said, oh, when is my forever will come. Guys, just pray and be a good person.
Yeah.
You know,
Trust God.
God will provide you a better one.
That's right.
The best for you. Sabi nga nila, if God don't give you what you want, it's because God will give you more best for you, right?
Yeah, and God doesn't always give us what we want. He gives us what we need.
Yes. So God eliminates all hindrance
Yeah.
in your life before He bring the one that is for you.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to me. That's what happened to him.
Yeah.
So tinanggal ni Lord lahat ng mali sa buhay ko before He gave me Dwayne. And that time that Dwayne arrived, I was ready to have a serious relation. I mean, I was ready to be a good wife, a good girlfriend, a good partner. So I treasure everything. What do you call this one? Pinahalagahan ko lahat. At maraming nabago sa buhay ko bago siya dumating na kung paano, how to be a better one. Right? Same to you.
Yeah, same to me.
We're very ready to be
absolutely.
together.
And we're not perfect.
We're
Nothing's
not perfect.
No relationship is perfect.
We fight. But we can say that we are very happy together.
Yeah.
Even though we have a big age gap, it doesn't matter. Right?
Age is just a number, guys. It's only a number.
We really don't feel that he's older than me, that I'm younger than him. We don't feel this. We don't feel that thing.
So, you guys have heard our story. We hope you've enjoyed it. I realize it's been kind of long, but we really wanted to be in detail with you guys to let you know what we went through.
Yeah.
This is important for us to share with you guys, and I hope that something that we said has really helped somebody or touched someone out there that maybe is going through the same thing that we've gone through or something similar. But the main thing is, if you've enjoyed this and if you've enjoyed our story, click here.
And please follow our rankings page at Facebook, and we have also WeChat page. Yeah.
And you know what? We will see you very soon on another vlog. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of the Reconnecting.
I hope you get some lesson to our story.
Yeah.
Our short story.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have a reason to celebrate.
Yes.
What is that, babe?
We're already monetized.
We're monetized.
So this is our first video after we got monetized.
That's right. So we've enjoyed being with you guys this evening. It's been a lot of fun sharing our story. We hope that this maybe has helped some of you in some way.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a part of the Rankage channel. We look forward to seeing you again real soon. We'll be posting another vlog next week sometime.
Yes, just stay tuned always. Always click the bell, guys, so that you will notify if we have a new video.
So after all this vlog, babe, you still love me?
Oh, I love you so much.
Love you. Okay, guys, goodbye from the Rankage channel. We'll see you next time, okay?
Stay at home.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Wear your mask if you want to.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands, okay?
Get your sanitizer or
yeah.
alcohol. Guys, thank you so much.
See you next time on the Rankage channel.
Good night.
Good night, guys.